What up, YouTube? So Tony Bennett passed away. R.I.P. He was an awesome singer. I heard about that. Had no idea who he was, and then I looked up his music, and he's got a similar sound to Frank Sinatra. So I dig it. I got about 5 of these peach bush lights left. This 30 pack has lasted me several fucking days. So there you go on that. What's up, Deathbed Tapes? My day's all right. You want a shout out on the channel, donate to Cash App or PayPal, and I'll give you a shout out. You don't have to donate, but it's greatly appreciated. I got my Google AdSense set up to well over $2,000. I could use that to help Darth Liddy if he still needs it by the time I get that. Going good, just sitting back, sipping on a Bush Peach Light. Not a sponsor. Really good beer. I like it. I bought a 30 pack of it. What was it, Monday or Tuesday? And I'm down to my last 5 on Saturday, so I'm definitely cutting down on my drinking, making that 30 pack last. Would highly recommend this if you like peach flavored things. It's a shame, Bush, because it says limited edition, so get it while you can. The sandwich I made with the egg rolls was delicious. However, I overcooked the egg rolls and I didn't like the way I filmed trying it, so no video on that. Had I undercooked, or excuse me, not overcooked the egg rolls, you know, I ate the whole sandwich, mind you, because it was delicious. It's been a while since I made bacon cheeseburgers like the old Cooking Cobra days. They're easy enough to make. I could do some more burger recipes. But it's Saturday. I'm gonna go live, have a couple beers, just hang out with y'all. I got like 5 beers to my name, and that's all I need. I drank one earlier before doing the stream, so there you go. But no, I'm not bullshitting you, man. This 30 pack of Bush Peach Lights has lasted me since like Monday or Tuesday, so I've definitely cut down on my drinking. It's cheaper on the wallet, and I get buzzed a little bit quicker. I love my fans, but don't just show up to my apartment, please. A little respect and privacy, that kind of thing. You want to hang out, grab a beer, whatever, fine. But like, give me a heads up, man. Shoot me a text. Like, Cobra, I'm in town, man. Can I hang out? Just meet you? I'm down to meet my fans. You know, Bushrod, where you been? Writing music, that's what I've been doing. Writing lyrics for the song Sinister Snakes. I have the opening. I'm typing the lyrics out on my computer. I can write lyrics and make music all from one little device. It's very nifty to have. I love Apple products, not a sponsor. You get writer's block, just don't stress it. I like IPA beers. Yeah, they're good. Do I like Black Sabbath? Yes. Well, I'm one of Ozzy Osbourne's biggest fans, and I idolize Tony Iommi on the guitar. So, yeah, what do you think? I find that people who get really offended if no one takes them seriously are the most insecure type of people. I don't give a shit if people take me seriously or not. Quite frankly, I'm just doing my thing, just trying to live my life. I got a new documentary out, which I liked the way it was filmed. The editing was nice. I don't appreciate being called dumb or filmed to look like some narcissistic, self absorbed retard who talks too much. The dude came to Casper, started asking me questions, and then filmed himself asking me questions like, "What do you do all day? What are your hobbies?" And I was like, kind of taking it back, to be honest. When he called me a fucking idiot and had this grossed out look on his face, I'm like, then why the fuck did you make the journey if you were grossed out by snakes and lizards? It is what it is. It's free exposure, so you read between the lines. It's another documentary. The whole time I was just sitting there dogging on my cooking, calling me an idiot. Not the worst thing I've had. Well, good. I'm glad. They went out of their way to be nice to me, taking me out for food, buying me tobacco and legal city weed, and I thought they were legit, but I don't know what to think, man. I literally dusted my TV stand within a day of them filming it. Did they bother refilming it and say, "Oh no, Cobra cleaned his TV stand"? No, of course they didn't, which made it funnier for me because the trolls seem to think I'm some disgusting, filthy swine, slob, retard. So when they're like, "Oh, Cobra's apartment's not as filthy as the internet thinks, and he actually doesn't stink." So I do appreciate him saying that because, people just seem to have this opinion of me and they can take their opinion and shove it up their ass for all I care. the way it was filmed, it wasn't entirely bad. There were some parts I didn't like. And I asked him if he would send me a copy of the final documentary before posting it on YouTube. He said, "Yeah, I can do that." I gave him my email, and he completely disregarded that and just posted it anyways. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Do I care if the governor of Casper has never heard of me? No, honestly, no. He seemed like a really chill dude, and I appreciate him taking the time out of his busy day to do the interview. I'm going to pour some out for Mr. Tony Bennett. He's up there with Frank Sinatra having a glass of Jack Daniels, just cooing the afterlife away, dude. Well, I like Frank Sinatra, so when I gave Tony Bennett a listen, I'm like, yeah, man, I can dig the sound. If they're a decent musician, it's always sad when you hear about the decent ones going, at least, but I believe Mr. Bennett was 96 when he passed away, so he lived a full life. I have no idea how long I'm gonna live, but fuck suicide and just keep doing your thing. And I feel like that's the thing of it, man. A lot of people are just so concerned and worried about being health conscious and worrying about dying, and it's like you could be the most health conscious motherfucker on the planet, you're still gonna die. You live your whole life being healthy and health conscious, not smoking, not drinking any of that shit. And on your deathbed, someone hands you a bacon wrapped Snickers and a deep fried Twinkie as your last meal because you're like, fuck it. You try it and it's so fucking good. And in that moment, you realize all the delicious, unhealthy food you could have tried. And then you're done. You die. Healthy food, junk food, it doesn't matter because it's how much you eat and what you do with those calories. That's the key, YouTube. Uh, they tell you to avoid things like trans fats. And I'm like, what are they trans fat phobic? See what I did there? Yeah, I made a joke. I'm like, fuck that. It's 2023. You gotta love your body, and no one else thinks you're attractive. That's their problem. If you think you're attractive, that's all that matters. That goes for all genders, really. I trolled the fuck out of Cyrax. That was glorious. I fucking hate that sick fuck. My buddy Van Wayward was just like, "You want to help me troll this pedophile piece of shit?" And I'm like, "Yes." Cyrax's grandmother doesn't want to take away his fucking internet because she doesn't want to deal with Cyrax beating her ass. Fuck him. Fuck that. Cyrax gets so pissed off when no one takes him seriously. I'm like, bro, that's only going to encourage. I fucking hate Cyrax. That's the only thing that's just going to make it worse, dude. From somebody who gets trolled when you freak out on camera or act a fool or overreact. People egg it on because the world's a sick and fucked off place. Outside of Cyrax being a sick fuck piece of shit, I fucking hate sickos more than I love this beer. Egging someone on for because they have mental disabilities. I mean, Cyrax is a piece of shit, so it's kind of funny when you do it to him, but then there's other people who aren't so bad that people egg on for entertainment, and it's disgusting. I think Cyrax just needs to get off the fucking internet. Go to some counseling, get on some kind of psych meds, and seek mental help. And to be locked up in an adult facility like the drunken peasants mentioned, where he's away from society and away from kids. When you got people fucking with you nonstop, it gets irritating, but that doesn't justify what he did, you know? I'm sorry, but if you beat up your grandmother because she takes away your fucking internet, you're an inhuman piece of shit. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a fucking sicko on top of it. Like, ew, dude. It's the fucking worst YouTube. I find out you're a sicko and I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm like, you got some mental problems you got to work through, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking at people under a certain age the way I look at Amaranth, you're a disgusting fucker. And if you think Amaranth is hot, that's cool. She's a pretty cute chick. But respect boundaries, dude. Fuck the asshole who's showing up to her shit and stalking her. That's just no, bro. Stop. I don't care if it's Amaranth or not. You want to get a chick, you don't stalk her at her house. That's creepy, dude. Stop. That's the kind of crap that's gonna get your ass fucking shot, killed, tased, or restrained. You want to get that chick? Try running into her accidentally several miles away from her house and engaging in polite, casual conversation. Nothing about sex, marriage, or any of that crap. Don't be a creep and learn how to read women's body language. It's not that fucking hard. And even though women say they want assholes and that if you're a simp, she'll never fuck you, she is full of shit because 9 times out of 10, women will say the exact opposite of what they want. Because in their mind, they think you won't love them if you don't hear what they want exactly. And then they bitch because men just don't understand women. And then they'll sit there and say, well, you have a communication issue. And I'm like, yeah, the issue is you don't know what the fuck you want, and it's somehow my fault. Well, you have a dick and balls, so yeah. Fuck Mr. Lantern while we're at it because he's a little slow. People stick up for him, and I'm like, dude, fuck that. Don't defend his actions because he's retarded. To a point, there are some people who can't help it because they're just naturally retarded, but you don't just let them get away with it. You redirect them and be like, no, we don't do that. It's the truth. Why is that in our society, though? Because if a grown ass man robs a bank and he's not retarded, he doesn't get told, well, that's just his disability. He can't help it. No, fuck that. They're throwing his ass in jail. Yeah. But if you got the mentality of a kid, but you're in an adult body, I get why people are going to be like, "Hey, man, that's that's an 8-year old trapped in a 40-year-old's body. They're a little, they're a little bit of Goonies monster, if you catch my drift." Yeah, but kids are just like dogs. If you let them get away with shit, they're going to continue to walk all over you. It's excuses, and I'm sick and tired of it. Like to a point, you know what I'm saying? If they really truly can't help it, then lock them up in a adult group home where they are safe and away from trouble. Okay? Nothing against the special needs, but I'm just saying, fuck Cyrax and fuck Mr. Lantern. And no offense to Richie Wright, the challenge master, but it's like, bro, when Mr. Lantern was caught with CP in your Discord page, you should have cut ties with him immediately and then owned up to it. Like that's the kind of crap that's gonna get you in trouble, dude. And fuck CP, that shit's gross. You can't watch two grown ass women do it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm so grossed out by sickos. It doesn't compute. It doesn't. People like that need more help than I do. Chemical castration. The movie Cuties is gross. Never seen it, never will. And you know for a fucking fact that if a dude had directed that movie, that dude would have been canceled so quickly. But a chick directs it, and it's just grossly misunderstood. Fuck you. Netflix literally made softcore CP with that movie, but threw a fit when Dave Chappelle did a stand up routine about his trans friend Daphne. And Dave Chappelle didn't even say anything offensive. All he did was share Daphne's experience. But you know how that goes in our society. You cannot talk about trans people without people getting offended or assuming that you're automatically transphobic for just saying the word trans. That's what it feels like. It's chilling out, punk rock. Talk about Terrence Pop. Mm.
I have a device that I use, but it's basically like a half of a rubber ball that I put in my mouth and I bite down on, and I do reps with my
For
face.
jaw reps?
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you do this at? Do you do it in the
do it in
truck?
my
Like,
house.
okay.
Like in my office. It sits in my office.
Any new cooking videos? Maybe. $23. Bush Light or Bud Light. Thanks for your 5 cents. Cute on. I like them both. Fuck Chris Naughty. He's a sicko from Garrett. Thank you for your 10 cents. Michael, thank you for your $20 to PayPal. Long live Ozzy. Love you, Cobes. Could you give a shout out to your wife, Cameron? She loves you and thinks you're a good looking goth guy. LOL, fuck the trolls and the sickos. Give Puff some snuggles for us. P.S. Do you like Metallica? If so, what's your favorite song from them? Rock on, brother. I'll drink another one of that. Long live Ozzy, motherfuckers. I do like Metallica, yes. There's so many good Metallica songs, though. For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black. Unforgiven. Thank you, Patrick, for your $5. Have a drink on me. Shout out to Orville's Boys. Thank you for your $5 to PayPal. Shout out to Andrew, Trevor, Christian, and Nicholas Fatson. Appreciate your support. Jacob, thank you for your $15. Fuck Chris Chan. He's a sicko and a piece of shit. You want my honest opinion? Fuck Chris Chan. And fuck sickos. Like, trans people get so much crap from all the political BS. People like Audrey Hale and Chris Chan do all this fucked up shit. It just makes it harder for people in that community. Cash App. Shout out to Russell the Cat from Michael. Thank you for your $1 to Cash App. John wants to shoot a real documentary. Thank you for your $1. Justin, thank you for your $1 to Cash App. For Daddy, I don't even know what that means. Roman says, can't wait to hang out with you. Thank you for your $5. Jonathan, thank you for your $6.66. Just wanted to say hi and keep on rocking. I will. Chris, thank you for your $2. Shout out to Derek for his first DWI. That's not good. Be smart about that. Happy birthday, Nick from Joe. Thank you for your $5. Trying to get me to say the N word. Fuck off. Thanks, Jack, for your $10 to Cash App. For stay cool this weekend. Keep up the good work. I shall try. Thank you, Ben. Shout out to Matt. Happy birthday for your $6.66. Mark, thank you for your $4.20. Thanks, Max, for your $5 to Cash App. Would love the fuck is that? YFS Doc Watch Party stream. Maybe. Thanks, Richard, for your $2.22 to Cash App. For rest in peace, Mr. Chicky and Baby Mickey. Sorry to hear it. Thank you for your $2.22. Max, I'll go live when I want to. Thank you for your $5. Elizabeth, thank you for your $20 to Cash App. For dinner, you're a good dude, Cobes. I hope you're okay. Hanging in there. Hanging in there. Donnie, thank you for your $4.20. Please speed up the chat speed so we can talk to you. Maybe. Roman, thank you for your $5. How do I feel about the documentary? It's all right. People are going to think what they want to think about me, anyways. Even if the guy would have been nice about the documentary, people still would have been like, who the fuck wants to watch this asshole? Donnie, thank you for your $1. Come on Music Biz Marty stream. He's a huge fan, yeah. That's what's up. Watching Marty Music Biz kick Cyrax's ass was hilarious. John says they want to make a quality documentary unlike Your Favorite Son. It is what it is. The last person claimed to be a fan too, so and they turn around and stab me in the back and call me dumb. Chris, thank you for your $2. Will you be on Fish Tank Season 2? No, I will not. Taking care of Puff is more important. Traveling in the winter in Casper, out of town or into town is hard. Maybe Season 3 when the weather's a bit warmer. Right now, Puff is going through shed, so I love my lizard. I gave him a good bath earlier. Now he's chilling out, doing his thing. Off of girlfriend site, GF site. What's even that? If you didn't buy it from Exhumed Visions or my customized girl page, then it's not real merch. If you didn't buy it from Deathbed Tapes, Exhumed Visions, or my customized girl page in the description box, then it's probably fake merch. And that does get annoying when people want to steal my likeness for merchandise because it gets views and then don't pay me a fucking cent of any of the sales they make. And then turn around and be like, oh, Cobra, your videos suck. And I'm like, really? So then why the fuck are you stealing my likeness? Nick, shout out to your gay friend Jonathan. Congratulations, man. Stunning and brave. Thank you for your $5. Appreciate yous. Holy shit, them donuts are coming in fast. Thank you, Kenny, for your $4 to PayPal. They write, favorite Cradle of Filth song. There's too many to list at the moment. Because there's so many good songs. Temptation, Amphetamine. I'm generally a fan of Cradle of Filth and Ozzy Osbourne, you know. And Danny Filth and Ozzy Osbourne are my idols. And I worship the ground they walk on. Favorite Ozzy Black Sabbath album? Same answer as Cradle of Filth, really. There's just so many good songs. You know, when it's all good, that's what I'm saying. Someone's saying, what's your favorite Ozzy Osbourne Cradle of Filth song? Whatever. I'm just like, well, I mean, it's all good, you know. If you like the sound, you like the sound. There are a couple that I like. like Ozzy Osbourne's remake to Staying Alive. Catchy little jingle. Or Born to Be Wild with Miss Piggy. You just hear the opening and you're like, Miss Piggy, welcome. Patrick, thank you for your 50-cent donation to PayPal. He writes, Nathan eats his own shit. That's fucking disgusting. Oh, why the fuck would you want to do that, man? That's pretty fucking gross. Do you watch WWE? If so, what's your favorite wrestler? Good question, Robert. Their favorite wrestler is Rhea Ripley. I do not watch it, no, to be honest. I watch for the chick fight. That's it. John, thank you for your $10 to PayPal. This is a Virgins Only Certified Hood Classic. Not sure what that means, but he wanted me to say it for $10. Thanks, Jacob, for sending us some love and $10 to PayPal. Appreciate it. Ryan, thank you for your $1. King Cobra, sir, what do you think of Limestein? Do you like Till or Richard more? Rock on, rock over London, and rock on Chicago. Birmingham forever. Yeah, I like Limestein. They're a good metal band. I'm not familiar with all of their work. I just like the band in general. You know, Du hast Mesh is a classic song. Or We Are Living in America. It's wonderful. Sacrifice all the beer in the world to end sickness. Yes, I have played Brutal Legends. And Michael, thank you for your $5 to PayPal. Love that game. Potato, who cares how you pronounce it? I would destroy Cyrax in a rap battle. He's a little fucking pedophile, bald piece of shit. Appreciate all the generosity. Alec, no, you will not. I'd love to go on Fish Tank Live, but not during the winter time. Taking care of Puff in the winter is more important. But I do appreciate that people want me on Fish Tanked. Lane, I'm not going to shout out your friend for doing that. Your friend should not be threatening the school. That's messed up. But thank you for your $2. Nick, thank you for your $4.20. Unlike Ohio, I don't got any opinions on it. Shout out to John. Thank you for your $1 holler to Cash Apps. For me and my friend and his mom watch you religiously. That's what's up. Because Cobra's doing the cult thing right. Fuck sickos. And fuck these psychos. When you get a cult following and then you fuck it up by doing crazy psycho shit. Or I'm sorry, not sorry, but there's a fucking line that you shouldn't, cross. There's several lines you shouldn't cross. And that's just my personal opinion. I see a lot of these influential figures in history who are just evil, fucking sadistic pieces of shit. But they all have one thing in common: they know how to attract people and reach the masses. And instead of using that power for good, what do they do? The fuck do they do? Cool beans, man. All them donos are helping me get my shit out of the negative. Thanks. I watched Terrence Pop video, but it's getting a little late with this here live stream. Only $7.70 in the negative. That's not bad. My account was in the negative earlier, but I didn't care. Puff needed food, so I ordered him some more of his favorite bugs. I like it. I can always sell more t-shirts, make a wand, you know. I always got plenty of food. Appreciate all the generosity, man. I didn't even realize. Shit, I didn't ask for it. People like hearing the shout outs. Calling me an e-bagger shows that you're jealous that Cobra gets to make money drinking beer on YouTube. What the fuck are you doing with your life? I hate sickos more than I love Cobras, and I'd sacrifice all the alcohol in the world to end sickos. Modern women finally admits they really do need a man in their life. This ought to be juicy. Hey, fangirl Kate. What's up, CJ? Thank you for plugging the PayPal. What's up, Wider? Josh, you own your trolls. You do you, buddy. Oh, don't I fucking know it? I spend all day like working on a song, typing out lyrics, watching YouTube videos, not giving a shit what my trolls do. And what do? Oh, we have to text Cobra. Hey, Cobra, we told you not to go live and drink beer. Got it? And I told my trolls, one, you can't tell me shit. And two, no one's forcing you to watch my videos. Oh, and three, thanks for watching my videos. I no longer get mad at my trolls' text messages that they send me. I make a game out of it. You know, why get mad? If you got a handful of people who use burner cell phone numbers with some shitty cell phone app who are this dedicated to fucking with me, and then they say, "Oh, Cobra, you're not famous." Really, if I wasn't famous, you wouldn't give a shit about fucking with me or getting a response. But when it's the response you don't want, all of a sudden trolling Cobra, it's no longer fun. Realistically, if I seen someone I didn't like on YouTube who was more retarded than I am, and they had more views on YouTube, if I didn't like their videos, I would just simply ignore them. I'd be like, well, YouTube's a big enough platform. There's plenty of room for a bunch of content creators. And what can be defined as content is being redefined by the younger YouTube audience. You may not take off right away, but heck, somebody will watch it. You're giving the YouTube as a platform more content, which is more traffic for the website. I fucking hate sickos, and that's what the beer tells me. This is some good fucking beer. I like this Bush Light Peach. Okay, if you ever see this in stores, get it. It's cheap and it's delicious. I don't even give a shit if it fucking gets me drunk. It's the simple fact of it's cheap, it's delicious. Now, one of the liquor stores I seen is now carrying the hard Mountain Dews. So I might have to get me a case or a pack of those and try it one of these days. As soon as that my account's out of the negative, which it may go in the negative a little bit more after tomorrow because I ordered DoorDash when my account was in the negative. But I wanted to have a good weekend, and more importantly, Puff needed food. So now he's got fresh romaine lettuce and fresh super worms. That's his main diet, YouTube. And he's just content. Right now, Puff is going through shed, so I've been soaking him at least twice a week to help with this shedding. And reptiles, they shed. Doesn't matter if it's a snake or a fucking lizard, they're gonna shed, you know. Mm. It's gonna suck when Bush takes these off the shelves. Now, I'm not sponsored by Bush, but that's what I do on my channel, you know. I fucking do reviews of drinks and food, and I come up with some random concoction. Like, how many times can I mix Bush beer with like 10 different sodas, you know? And so, even if you think there's no room for your content, you just got to find a way to get creative and find opportunity with your content. And people might get sick and tired of watching it. Well, that's their choice. You keep pumping out content regardless of what anyone fucking says. You gotta be able to put up with haters if you want to make content on YouTube. Because there are fucking people on the internet. There are fucking people on the internet who would rather waste their time hating on somebody because they're too scared to produce their own content. It's what it is. People out there who bully you on YouTube are just cowards who live the most miserablest of lives. And quite frankly, they don't have the courage to say, this is what I like doing, so I want to make videos about it. If people dig my content, they'll watch it. It's easier to troll somebody than it is to create your own content. No, I see Noel Magic Martin getting bullied, and it just pisses me off. Like, Noel's a sweet dude. He's more special needs than I am, and whenever I see people who are more special needs than I am getting bullied on the internet, I'm like, you're a cowardly piece of shit. Why don't you come pick on your own fucking, you know, mental strength? I don't claim to be the smartest person on the planet, but I'm a lot smarter than people give me credit for. People automatically assume because I drink and because I have Asperger's that I'm just some stupid retard on the internet, but it's like, if that's your perception of me, then by all means, that's your perception. But to play off like you're stupid when you're actually a lot smarter than you're given credit for, that takes true smarts. And being the smartest person in the room doesn't always make you any friends. So if you're a fucking idiot like everyone else, you'll get along just fine. You'll blend into society. God damn, about time to go out and have a cigarette. Go on a cigarette break. I sent Angry Grandma some cigarettes not too long ago. I ordered a really cool plasma lighter off of Amazon that's got like 600 to 800 recharges. I sent her some jerky, some whiskey, and a couple packs of cigarettes. And then I sent her grandson Jake, a bar of tactical soap to go with it because, the jerky was from my local loaf and jug, and jerky's always a tasty snack. It's just me personally. Angry grandma, she likes her Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey, and her choice of cigarettes are Pall Mall Blue 100s. And I'm like, girl, I got you. Hold on 1 second. I sent it to the P.O. box that's listed as her P.O. box on the internet. If you don't know who Angry Grandma is, she's kind of like Angry Grandpa. Her videos are scripted and she's just cranky as hell, and it's funnier than shit. Watching Angry Grandma go off on Jake for being stupid on purpose. It's a bit, but it never gets old because it's just like, it's funny, dude. And Jake can be a little asshole to his grandmother sometimes, but, man. That sucks about Angry Grandpa passing away, dude. I remember watching his videos in my parents' basement, and thinking, this shit's crazy. Towards the end of his life, Angry Grandpa, before he passed away, he met Lauren, and they were so happy together, so that's why you shouldn't rush finding someone, because they could take your entire life before you find them, and that's kind of the bitch about that particular subject. People are like, Cobra, you need to get laid. And I'm like, ending sickos is more important to me than getting laid. There are people out there who use sex for some nasty, nasty things. And it's just like, I'd rather end that than end my dry spell. You get to a point when you stop thinking with your dick and start thinking with your heart and with your head. YouTube. So say it with me. Sex is not a need, it is a want. Treating sex like it's a need creates the rape, incel, feminazi culture we live in. You look at assholes like Elliot Rogers who were throwing a fit because they couldn't find a blonde bitch to bust a nut in, and I'm like, Dude, if you're driving around in sports cars and you can't pick up no trim, you're fucking need to work on your shit, dude. I got nasty ass fucking teeth and I still pull chicks who watch my videos. It's all about the game, man. And pulling chicks ain't about fucking bitches. You feel me on this, YouTube? Pulling chicks ain't about fucking bitches and getting digits. It's about making an emotional connection. All these other guys are obsessed with getting laid, the total chads, And these are the fucking assholes that get themselves into shagnanigans, as Terrence Popp would famously say. The kind of situation where it's like, well, you dicked your way into this, you're gonna have to dick your way out. It's like when your dick causes a fight between two chicks, just be a bigger dick and be like, I don't want no part of this. And I'm like, that's why you gotta communicate your intentions with your fellow adults when you're having shagnanigans. Like, if she knows that you're not looking for a serious relationship, that it's just casual fucking, and she's cool with that, y'all are two consenting, alive, non-related adults, you're doing your thing. However, it's kind of fucked up when you playing off like, yeah, girl, I'll be your one and only. Dudes who got side bitches. You feel me on that? Like, you may think you're so slick, like, bro, you fucking pig. You can't be happy with the fact that you have one amazing woman and that there were dudes out there who would kill to have a main bitch as hot as yours. But you don't appreciate that shit. You get greedy with the pussy, and that's where a lot of men fuck up. That, or you gotta get better at not getting caught. Winning, no. Is that glitter in your beard? I don't know what you're talking about. Were you at the strip club with your buddies getting a fucking lap dance? And you lie to your girlfriend and say, no, you're just questioning your sexuality. Yeah. Then you don't want your fucking girlfriend telling all your buddies that you're potentially a homo. So what you do instead is you're like, no, honey, I wasn't cheating on you. My buddy Chad threw a glitter bomb on me. That fucking asshole. That's horrible. You shouldn't cheat. You shouldn't cheat, but if you're going to do it, be smart about it. That's what I'm saying, cuz, like, one, you shouldn't do it. That's called being smart about it. But two, if you was dumb as hell to get caught doing it, because, see, women, they know what's up. And don't act like women don't do it too. That's what pisses me off about gender relations. Is that whenever a man is a sexist, complete asshole, narcissistic, self-absorbed, fucking emotional, fucking cunt, asshole, piece of shit, high standard having, horny piece of shit, it's all anyone ever talks about. The only time women get crap on the dating scene is if they're fucking somebody. They're allowed to have standards and be shallow, but as soon as they fuck the person, they're slut shamed for it. Whereas dudes, we're not allowed to be shallow or have standards. But as soon as we fuck a bitch, ain't no one gonna say shit except, hey man, grab a beer, you just got laid. That man got him some bush. course, now we live in a society where if you call a woman a slut, she says thank you because now the word slut is sex positive, and I'm just like, what? Okay, so and then and that same breath, if you do it, you're still slut shaming. And I'm like, wait a minute. So feminist culture today says if you call a woman a slut, it's slut shaming, but it's also sex positive. I mean, you try to wrap heads and tails around that one, man, let me know. Like a vegan who says they enjoy bacon cheeseburgers. And if you're drinking tonight, I want you to be smart about it. And if you're too drunk to ride and drive, then don't do it. Holy butt fuck, $58. I'm overwhelmed by your generosity, man. I was gonna say, where the fuck did that come from? Yeah, shout outs. Hey Cobes, I tried searching your name on YouTube and your channel didn't show up. Are you shadow banned? Long live Ozzy. I don't think I am if I'm still live. No, but thank you, Basement, for your donation. Not unless YouTube was like, Cobra tells it like it is. Can't have that. Cobes, if you try turning off slow mode, the trolls drown each other out with nonstop comments. It's a good strategy to make them fight with one another. Thank you, your friend Ryan. Thanks, Ryan, for the $1 to Cash App and PayPal. Oh, I'm very aware of this. My trolls are so fucking easy to manipulate, dude. Want to watch me piss off my YouTube trolls? First, I want to blow my trolls a kiss. God damn it. Woo! I turned around too soon. Oh, that's gnarly. And then I want to sip my beer really loud. Chandler, thank you for your $1 to PayPal. How are you, Josh? For real, man. You okay? I'm just fucking fantastic. Rain, thank you for your $169.00 to PayPal. The Praying Mantis staff has been sold, but thank you for your interest in Cobra Craft. L Industries, thank you for your $10. Living over in Oregon. Can you conjure me up a dry spell? I don't have to, bud. All you gotta do is just say no to sex. Oh, you're fucking funny, dude. Oh, yeah. Eli Industries, you are hilarious. You are fucking hilarious. Oh shit. Oops. Did I do that on purpose? Wah! I got my dick wet on stream. I got me some bush, YouTube. Look at me go. Cobra getting some bush. Look at that. Yeah. Cobra got his dick wet with some bush. See, if you're going to make fun of Cobra's dry spell, at least be funny about it. I'll troll my own self with that. That was hilarious. You should do more rap covers, Cobes. That's what's up. Well, thank you to the satellite for your $1 to PayPal. God damn, $65. Thank you, Anna, for your $2. Congrats on to Angus on the mattress removal. Hey to Sean and the chair bugs. Whatever that means, but thank you for your generosity of $2. What's lovely fun. Nathan, thank you for your $50. He writes, his friend Josh likes to eat his own. That's disgusting. My mouse battery needs to fucking charge. It's about to die. My King Cobra, will you chug a drink for the dead homies? Well, I might do a beer chug after I finish this one. I got 2 left. So I do appreciate the generosity. Willie, thank you for your 1 cent donation. I bought you a ticket to go to a nude resort in Jamaica. Pack your bags. I'm good on that, Willie. Thank you. A nude resort seems kind of stupid, to be honest. In fact, sex seems pretty stupid, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. Would you rather watch a tree grow or ha ha, you're funny? I see what you were trying to do there, trying to get me to say the N word. Not gonna happen. Willie wants me to make an album with him. A lot more than what you're paying right now, dude, than 1 cent donations. Why would I go to a nude resort when I could just stay at home and for the price of my internet watch Chatterbait? Cobes, my man, would you ever go on the Drunken Peasants podcast sometime? They drink too much and they say silly things, but they have been fans of yours for years. Are they though? I mean, I'm not expecting everyone to kiss my ass, but it's kind of like you say you're a fan of my videos, and then like as soon as I do a cooking video, you immediately comment how gross the food looks, and like, oh hey, oh my god, you guys, I gotta drink more to watch Cobra eat. This is so disgusting. He put too much ingredients on his fucking sandwich. It's like, okay, so then you have your critiques like everyone else does. Piss off with it. Yes, I would go on the Drunken Peasants because I have nothing against them. I also hate Cyrax. But thank you for your donation, Seth, of $2 to PayPal. Might be time to charge up the old mouse and just hang out with chat for a bit. And if I miss your shout out, I'll be sure to do it when the mouse is all charged up because my wireless mouse is about to die. It needs to be charged up. Do they have a king cobra in the Casper Zoo? That's what's up. There is no Casper Zoo that I know of, George, but thank you for your $1. I have seen a king cobra in real life, but it was at the reptile gardens in South Dakota, and I would highly recommend that zoo. Really cool to see a Malaysian king cobra just chilling out, doing his thing. Then you see the assholes who are like tapping on the glass, trying to get it to hood up, and I'm like, I wanted to punch them in the face for doing that, to be honest. Well, if Casper, Wyoming has a fucking zoo, then this is the first time I'm hearing about it. I don't think people realize how small it really is. I like Casper, Wyoming. I love living in this town, to be honest. It's small and it's quaint and there's picturesque mountainous views. It's a break from the hustle and the bustle, it's a lot more laid back than like the bigger cities. People actually look out for each other here or try to for the most part. Might be time for a fucking cigarette break and let this goddamn wireless mouse charge up. I appreciate you all watching the videos and the food hacks. The bread on my last bacon cheeseburger could have been a little bit less toasted, but toasting your grease into your bread is seriously fucking tasty. Well, and the whole thing gets fucking soaked in grease before it's had a chance to toast up properly. So like a little bit less grease when you're cooking with that flavor, like reusing the flavor. That's what I'm saying. Taking the grease from your beef and your bacon and using that grease for your hamburger bun is just next level delicious. Like I generally use DoorDash, not a sponsor, for my groceries, just because I don't gotta go anywhere. I don't gotta bug my parents for a ride, and if I have the money in my account, it's convenient. Yeah. And don't get it twisted. My parents don't mind giving me a ride when I need it, but I hate asking my parents for help because when you're like 32 years old, you want to maintain a level of independence. So even if there's been times where I really needed food and I didn't ask for it because I'm like, well, that's just how the adult world works. You chose to spend money on cigarettes and everything else. So a couple of days starving isn't going to kill me. Oh, I read that one. George, thank you for your $1. Goddamn, son, $81. Ooh, look out. If I were to recreate that fucking bacon cheeseburger that I did for YouTube recently, I would cook the egg rolls for a lot less time. And I would use larger white bread to accommodate or something, man. Fucking. I like making bacon cheeseburgers. They're delicious. And I got some patties and some of that bacon left. I just don't have any cheese. So the generosity tonight has definitely helped with that. In fact, earlier I had a double bacon cheeseburger. I put the patty with the Sargento pepper jack cheese slice, and then the bacon, and then repeat. And then on the top bun, it had the what was it? The Dean's French onion bacon dip, and a couple squirts of that cayenne pepper Frank's Red Hot. And I didn't toast the bun because I didn't feel like dealing with that. I just wanted a quick something to something, you know. The bacon was that cherry wood smoked thick cut bacon that was cooked in like beef grease, butter, and some of this Bush peach lights. Oh, okay. That bacon is so good. And Hormel put their bacon in a resealable container. You tear off the tab and then it reseals like a Ziploc bag. And I'm telling you, like I said in the cooking video, more bacon companies should switch to having a like Ziploc type bag for their bacon. It keeps it fresh longer. It makes it easier to reseal, so you're not, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the worst when your bacon gets moldy, and it's like you don't want to throw it away because bacon is expensive. So you cook it up and you eat it, and hope to God your stomach doesn't get sick. But no, that bacon that I currently have in my freezer is really good bacon. It's Hormel Black Label thick cut cherry wood smoked bacon, and oh, is it good! God damn, man! I get me another goddamn case of this if I can afford it, man. Have to get me a case of this and some of those hard Mountain Dews that I saw advertised, and then I'll give it a review on my YouTube channel. But it's the bloody fucking weekend. 81 fucking dollars, dude. Jesus Christ. That was you guys have been more than generous, dude. I've literally made a little bit over $100 just hopping on camera and streaming. I don't stream very often, so people don't get burned out on it. And it works because people will sit there and text me, "You better not go live, Cobra." And I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do if I do go live? You're gonna watch like everyone else. Some of these names do look familiar. Shout out to Clambo. He cooks the best clams west of the Mississippi. From good old Kyle. Thank you for your $1.69. I love to cook, and Chef Gordon Ramsay's one of my idols when it comes to like as far as cooking goes. And Yeah, my cooking practices in the past have not been the greatest. I film a cooking video and I'm so focused on the creativity of the recipe and just cooking it and filming it that I don't focus on anything else. And then when I see things like, okay, when a couple of fruit flies are in your cooking recipe, like flying around you while you're trying to cook, it's like, ew, gross. I was disgusted by that, to be honest. If this were an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, I'd be getting the fucking shit cussed out of me. Like, what you doing, you fucking wanker? That's fucking disgusting. And I'm like, so I try to keep it as clean as I can for my cooking videos, although granted it's personal at home, so it's, I figured out the problem with the fruit flies and I fixed it. That's why in my latest cooking videos, you don't see that crap. Huh? When you're watching me doing the cooking segments with my new burger with the fucking egg rolls, you don't see shit buzzing around it, you don't. And sometimes I don't always catch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't catch it. 'Cause I'm so excited to give my fans content for the YouTube. It's just like, gotta pump out the content right now, damn it. And it's like, take a minute. No one's gonna find your food hacks appetizing if your fucking cooking space has certain things going on about it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Cobra's gross cooking Lane, thank you for your $2 to Cash App. My friend Zach came out as trans today. So proud. Yeah, I'm proud for you, Lane, and shout out to Zach. Congratulations. Eric, thank you for your $1. Hail Satan, brother. Drink a bush peach for me. We're gonna have to fucking do that because one of my fames was like, chug one of those. So the next one we're gonna try to chug real quick. It's the fucking weekend and eh, boom, boom, boom. For a shout out to Anon and a circle of protection for Michael's girls interview. Thank you for your $2 to Cash App and PayPal. Michael says, here's $1 for fuck the trolls, love your videos and content. Appreciate that. He did not. Fuck you. He did not die. Ozzy Osbourne's still kicking. Fuck the trolls. It's like, oh, I know, Cobra's one of Ozzy Osbourne's biggest fans. Let's donate to talk shit. Gareth, go fuck yourself. Thanks for your $1 and long live Ozzy. Gareth says, I need to take my wands on Shark Tank. I don't really need to do that, man. There are plenty of people who want to buy them. And I'm not going to take what you say seriously, especially after you're talking shit on Ozzy, dude. Fuck off. That's what kills me about it. It's like, okay, one, Ozzy Osbourne 74. What the fuck has he done to you personally? Oh, Cobra really likes Ozzy as an idol, and all that. So it's like, I know, let's talk shit. Fuck him. I don't know why your friend keeps threatening the school, man, but that's pretty fucked up. Lane, you might want to tell your friend to quit doing that. I already covered that shout out. Fucking hell. Ugh. Excuse me, folks. Mm. Oh. Beer is hard to chug because it's got carbonation. Okay, so I was like a little sip short. That chug could have been better. Should have held it for a little bit longer. Ugh. Hey, Copes, cheers, brother. Happy to share a drink with you tonight. Fuck sickos. Much love from Canada. You the man. And Canada's the lucky one. They got legal coke. But they cut down on their gun rights. So I guess tit for tat. Yeah, I agree. Fuck sickos, Jesse. Thank you for your $3.63 to PayPal. Shout out to all my international fans. Brendan, thank you for your $6.66. He writes, his buddy is obsessed with his role in the prophecy of circle of protection for Inarlas, whatever the fuck that is, but there you go. We all fulfill our own prophecy. you know. Liam, thank you for your $2. Watching King Cobra with my wife. We are, or she is with child, thinking of naming him Cobrero. What are your thoughts? I'm flattered, but I'd name him just something a bit more normal so he doesn't get bullied for it in school. But you can name your kid whatever you want, man. Just keep that in mind that if most people aren't going to get the reference. Shout out to the fans in Ireland. Thank you, Robert, for your 11 cents. Thank you, John, for your $10. Cobra, my girlfriend Brittany got me into your content years ago. Huge fan, man. Heh. Can you give her a shout out? Also, wanted to ask after watching the most recent documentary, why do you seemingly spend so much time responding to troll texts? Fuck those losers. Hope you have a good night, bud. That's what's up. It's not about spending more time on that. It's about wearing them down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the one that spends time doing it because actively speaking, I don't go out of my way to fuck with them. The question I would ask is why the fuck do my trolls spend so much time obsessively harassing me through burner text messages like huge pussies? Because if I'm going to harass somebody via text message, man, I'm going to do it with my actual fucking number. And that's not all that I do. That's another problem with the documentary is that that's only a small, very tiny, insignificant part of my day, YouTube. Because Cobra gets the last word and because it's fun to fuck with them back. Well, think about it. It's like I don't go out of my way to text my trolls like, you better not watch me go live, boy. Because I don't give a shit. If my fucking trolls want to watch my fucking videos, that's one more person watching, dude. And that's something to think about. That is something to bloody fucking think about. I hate Cobra, so I'm gonna spend all day, every day watching his videos. I swear to God. There you go, Daniel. Thank you for your $1.69 to PayPal. Hey, Cobes, hail Satan. Can you give me a Cradle of Filth scream? Much love from Canada. Yes, I can. There were so many hot of age Cradle of Filth fangirls at the concert, and I didn't have to try that hard to get their attention. Just show up wearing my tactical soap and shrieking like Danny Filth himself, and lo and behold, every goth chick within a 10-mile radius of the concert was like, that dude wearing the black cowboy hat can shriek like Danny Filth. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Griffin, for your $1.51. What would it cost to put a curse on someone? Charlie from the board is a sicko and deserves a curse. If he really is genuinely a sicko, then fuck him, honestly. I hate sickos more than I hate being out of booze and beer and weed and shit. Yeah, curse all legitimate sickos and assholes. Willie, see, it's not gonna happen, man. I don't have the money or the time to travel to the airport. They wrote, I already paid for our flights and the resort for a week. We will record the album while they're smoking ganja while nude. Yeah, that's an obvious troll. It's not gonna happen, dude. I'm not going to no goddamn nude resort. That's fucking retarded. No offense to anyone who does that kind of thing. And it's like cracker. If I want to smoke weed, Casper, Wyoming's got legal dispensaries. Granted, it's CBD Delta 8s, but I don't know what to tell you, Willie G, but I ain't got the money to travel to no goddamn airport. You might have bought me tickets, allegedly. But you gotta think, I gotta pack up my shit, find someone to watch Puff, and do all this stuff. And it's like, dude, you don't give me any fucking notice. You don't even contact my ass. You just straight up expect me to show up because you bought it. Fuck off. Those are all caught up. At some point, it's like, how stupid do you think Cobra really is? Honestly, like people just love taking the piss out of me because they think it's funny to bully somebody with autism, and it's like, piss off, you cunt. Oh, look at that, $12, yeah, $12 in the old Cash App. Thank you, Jacob, for your $1 to Cash App. For fuck the trolls, you the man for sure. Gareth, thank you for your $1 holler. For you're the kind of man I wish I was. Well, you could try. You just gotta better your personality. I don't know. Fucking Gareth, thank you for your $1. Long live Aussie, bro. I love you, dude. Just having fun. I appreciate it. And yeah, long live Aussie, motherfuckers. Lane, thank you for your $2. My friend Zach came out as aw. Well, congrats. I already read that. Okay, yeah. I gotta take a wicked beer piss, dude. Dispose of my empties. Long live Ozzy, motherfucker, and fuck sickos. Cobra, what's your favorite, Zach Wade or Randy Rhodes? Thank you for your anonymous donation of $6.66. Honestly, I don't have a favorite. Like, all the guitarists that Ozzy has chosen over the years are really good, in my opinion. That's better. Talk about a live stream. Piss off, you fucking wanks. Money request for $6.66. Help me, Bog, you stupid Boglum. It's like, bro, I can't afford to do that. Sorry. Put some goddamn money back into my account, like $53. Tax of PayPal, it's $52.20. That's transfer. Beautiful. That'll get to my account out of the fucking negative. Save that $49.84 for whatever else I may need. That should be enough to cover my orders and everything. Cobes, you're handsome. Don't listen to the trolls. Your butternut squash head is to die for. Not trying to insult Ozzy Osbourne, but it's like I look like Ozzy Osbourne with fetal alcohol syndrome. Piss off. Like if Ozzy Osbourne and like Uncle Fester had a baby together. Ozzy Osbourne's actually a handsome man. I'm just a fucking drunk retard, right? The trolls have no effect on me because honestly, no offense to anyone, but I have a negative self esteem about myself to begin with. That's why the trolls have no effect on me. It's because I call myself an ugly fucking bald retard all the time. Willie G, you're fucking stupid. My dad wouldn't do that. I'm not even gonna justify responding to that. Jesus fucking Christ. People are just so fucking. Oh, we got Cobra to say it on live. Haha. I already told this fucking fat wanker that it's not gonna fucking happen. I don't want to go to your stupid fucking nude resorts. But I know you're full of shit. For Chug the Last Peach at Michael, thank you for your $3 to Cash App. Dakota, thank you for your $1. Can you shout out to my big boobed goth girlfriend who's watching? Shout out to you and your girlfriend, Dakota. That's what's up. Zach, thank you for your $1. Well, I mean, I could chug the last one because last time I tried to chug it, there was like a little bit left, and I was like, eh. So, yes, I think I shall chug the last one. And after all the PayPal and DoorDash and all that clears, I might do a food hack tomorrow. Maybe do a different kind of cheese for the burgers. Or I could recreate the burger that I made earlier, which was simple. And I find that sometimes when you make food, you get creative adding all these ingredients and flavors. Sure, it tastes good, but sometimes the simplicity of your cooking makes it delicious. Yeah, I might have to save this Terrence Pop video for for like a video response. My mouse is about to die, and it's like midnight on a Sunday morning. I've already been streaming for like 2 fucking hours, dude. CJ says, chug it. Oh, good things come to an end. The last beer in a 30 pack. I've had this 30 pack of peach bush light beer since like Monday or Tuesday. It's now Sunday, so that's actually really good for me. You know, I made a 30 pack last almost an entire week versus just chugging it in one sitting. It takes real willpower to cut down on your drinking when it's right in front of you, you know. For me, it's a personal choice. I'm like, if Ozzy Osbourne can cut down on his drinking, so can I. Am I going to stop drinking? Oh, fuck no, I'm not going to stop drinking. That would be boring as shit. No offense to anyone, but this is what kills me about Alcoholics Anonymous. They don't, you know, and some people are just not capable of doing it. So you just, no offense to anyone, you know. So I get that. For the select few of us that are more functioning with our alcoholism, because there's been times I've craved a beer and I'm like, yeah, a beer always sounds good, but I don't need it. I don't need it to enjoy myself. I'm about to come back in and chug it after I go out for a smoke. I'll just chug it right now, quit being a bitch. Oh man. I'm no Badlands Chugs, you feel me, YouTube? That man can chug with the best of them. So I try to chug my beers, like some Badlands Chugs type status. And it's just like, man, I got to be in the right mindset to do it because that man is legendary. I watched Badlands Chugs chug an entire gallon of hot dog water. And I'm like, bro, I watched him eat the hottest fucking chicken sandwich ever. That one time for the one time, the one chicken sandwich Dame drops and mostly healthy junk food reviews. The people I'm talking about, they did a fucking one bite of that chicken sandwich and they were like, bro. And I'm like, I ain't gonna start like Dame Drops is bigger than me, like physically and like mentally on YouTube. And when I see a man 4 times my size drop at that sandwich, I'm like, bro. One of my fucking fans sent me some goddamn Carolina Reaper jerky, and I'm over here like, I don't fuck with spicy as hard as I used to because I don't want to get stomach ulcers. But I'm not gonna say I'm super famous, okay, but like I'm pretty legend with some of the spicy combos I've done. And I did a video for my Patreon, or I did the world's hottest gummy bear challenge and the toe of Satan at the same goddamn time. Both made by the same fucking evil candy company, I tell you what. The sucker might have come out this far, but it did not leave my mouth. I made sure of that. If I gotta move it around my mouth for like 5 minutes and just kind of I'm like, you take the little nitro world's hottest gummy bear, you swallow that bitch, and then you stick the toe of Satan in your mouth, and you sit there for 5 whole goddamn minutes. And each candy is like 9 million Scovilles a piece. That shit dropped me, YouTube. I'm like, the shit I do, oh, dude. I got done recording that Patreon video, and I had to eat ice cream like a madman and take a cold bath because like 9 million times 2 is I kept it privated because that's exclusive content for my Patreon subscribers. I love spicy food, but like Carolina Reapers, Carolina Reapers are fucking mean. Like, I'm not fucking joking with you, man. Carolina Reapers are some of the meanest peppers on the planet. That is like the unholy grail of all spicy. Because some sick bastard and was like, I'm going to invent the world's hottest pepper and then challenge people to eat it. Like, okay, Carolina Reapers are not the spiciest pepper officially. The bastard who created that made one even spicier. But, dude, they're up there. Okay, Carolina Reapers are nothing to fuck with. Okay, if you do not like spicy food, if pepper junkie syndrome makes you fucking bitch out like a huge pussy, dude. No. I love my peppers. I love my spice, as far as like pepper junkies go and all that kind of thing. But I very rarely fuck with peppers like Carolina Reapers. Very, very rarely because they are just that fucking mean, dude. As somebody who fucks with spicy food, okay, I'm telling you right now, Carolina Reapers are mean. You gotta have like Superman tolerance to be able to do that shit. And that's no bull, YouTube. Carolina Reapers are mean. This one time I ate a Carolina Reaper. It was dried out and hydrated, mind you, but I ate it on an empty stomach, and that shit fucking wrecked me on an empty stomach, dude. We're talking spicy squirts, throwing up. When the pepper's so spicy, it's giving you acid burps from your stomach. You're like, bro, oh, dude, acid burps are the worst. And when that kind of starts happening, I'm like, okay, I gotta cut down on my spicy food just in case. I don't want to burn an ulcer into my stomach, and then I'll never be able to enjoy spicy food again. That shit would suck ass. Heck, I might just do that. Try some of that jerky on YouTube for a review. But I like doing that content exclusively for my Patreon. And I need to make more Patreon videos monthly, but I run out of ideas. And I'm so focused on my main channel that it's. Dark Throne's pretty sweet, yes. You know what? I try that jerky right now. See, I would, but man, I want to need some dairy products. I got me some bread that I could eat to help cool off my mouth as soon as I try a piece, but dude. I don't feel like having the spicy gut right now. A human can only take so much. I mean, you saw that spicy burger that me and homeboy Scotty did. You know, even to this day, Scotty will tell you that shit was hot. That burger that me and Scotty did in my old apartment where I slammed like a 7 different hot sauces onto it. And I was like, bro, should we do this for a YouTube video? And Scotty's like, why the fuck not? And that first bite, I had a split second to appreciate the flavor of that spicy burger. It was so good. Like, you had a split second to be like, oh my, the flavors of all the peppers and everything, delicious. Followed by instant regret. And dude, them spicy, you know what I'm saying, burger that I did, that was when I was much younger. I don't eat spicy food as I get older just because I don't want to burn out my stomach. You know, I don't want to be one of those pepper junkies that's like in their 50s going, oh, I love peppers, man, but I can't have fucking bitch out on a jalapeno kind of thing because I overdid it with the peppers. I'm like, fuck that shit. Who wants to be in their fucking 50s going, I can't handle a jalapeno kind of thing? That just sounds like some pussy shit. You know, fresh jalapenos, they taste a lot better than your store bought shit. That's a fact. If you're going to eat peppers, grow them in your own garden. The labor and love you put into your food will make it taste better, in my personal opinion, than if you just buy it from the fucking store. But the store gives us convenience. Most people don't have time to sit here and go, well, yeah, CJ, fiery fish pizza was nothing to fuck with. Do something goth. Oh, you're hilarious. CJ, no, I've not tried the new Hard Monster energy drink. If I could find a liquor store that sells it and I got the cash, I'll definitely check it out. This video is about 5 minutes long. Let's give it a listen.
Hello, everybody. Terrence Pop here with another episode of Left the Lair. And today we're going to do some reaction videos to some women who regret feminism.
You regret feminism? Gee, I can't imagine why. Because you demanded that women be treated just like men. You want the same privileges, which means, okay, if nobody gives a shit about men's feelings, then nobody gives a shit about your feelings. You cannot sit there and say you want to be treated just like a woman, but have all the privilege of men. That's not how society works. And it's not very equal. Now, on top of dealing with periods, menstrual cramps, and all the crap that women have to go through, now you have to deal with nobody giving a shit about your emotions. But hey, it's worth it. You get equal pay, right? And most women don't realize what equal pay implies. It means we're not just going to give you equal rights to men just because you have a vagina. You have to work for it just like any other man would have to work for it. And feminism has taught women that you don't have to work for it, that it should just automatically be handed to you because men are pigs and because women deserve more rights and privilege, and all men are assholes, and all women are victims who suffer from rape and abuse. Wham. That's what modern day feminism has taught women, and you can call me an asshole for saying it. The thing about Barbie that's so bloody toxic is that it puts this unrealistic pressure on women to have the ideal body and to be able to do everything at the same time, and to have some stupid boyfriend who's got a six-pack abs, look at that, total fucking Chad. And it hurts because not all women can achieve that, this unrealistic goal of you're a woman, you can do anything you set your mind to. And sure you can, that doesn't mean you'll necessarily achieve it. And that kind of applies to pretty much everyone. You can do anything you set your mind to. However, that does not mean you will achieve it. 'Cause some goals are just a tad bit unrealistic. And Barbie tries to go all feminist with it by giving her all the careers. And it's like, realistically, if a woman had 10,000 careers and didn't have time for her family, sure, she'd love the pay and the okay, hashtag girl boss. But the shitty thing about women is that women have to pick between having a family and having a career. You cannot have both at the same time. You want to be the corporate CEO, girl boss that runs the Fortune 500 company, but you also want to have kids. Well, here's the thing of it. This is reality check. Climbing the corporate ladder takes about 18 plus years. So, and it's kind of unfair for women because their biological clock basically says, well, you got two choices. And that's what kills me about it. We can make these pills that give men their boners back. But here's a woman in her 30s to 40s who's chosen the career life, and now she's got a successful career, but her uterus says you're not going to have kids because you stopped having periods. So it's like, well, ain't that a bitch? She hit menopause a little early and now she can't have kids. So now she has to choose between having a career versus having vaginal turds. It's not much different, except one pays more than the other. Can you guess which one? It's not having kids, I'll tell you that right now. Ugh, fuck. Woo! It smells like beef and bacon. I got some stank on it. It's not my fault that Mother Nature just tells men, hey, you know what? Most men do not lose the ability to get an erection in their 30s and 40s. That's when men start hitting their stride. Whereas most women, when they hit their 30s and 40s, start to decline a little bit. And by the time the dude's 65, 70 years old, he just wants to chill out and do his thing, and she wants to fuck all the time. It's like, that's the kind of the fucked up reality of life. A man will spend the majority of his life from 18 to like 60 years old begging his wife for sex, and she's not in the mood. But the second he loses the ability to get hard, now all of a sudden she's horny enough to fuck every guy in the room. And it's like, ain't that a bitch? Now she's begging you for it and you can't perform. Hmm. You know, that magical time in a woman's life when she's like, oh, she can no longer get pregnant. Her hormones kick in, and she's just like, now the only thing she's got to worry about is STIs if she's with multiple partners. God damn it, I feel sorry for women, man. Periods, hysterectomies. And then you got guys who will fucking bitch about women being absolute cunts. And then what's their solution? To be an asshole right back? Because that's really mature. That's totally gonna win the gender argument. And fuck you. Can we just not do that? Like, okay, so the opposite sex has been a complete cunt to you. Join the club. And I'll be the first to say it. Men can be dumb cunts too. Just to piss off the algorithm on YouTube. Cunt, fucker, shit, piss, bastard, son of a bitch, wanker, goddamn piece of shit, bastardizing motherfucking slut, whore, slag, slut, cunt, piece of shit, fucker. See if I can name every cuss word in one sitting. Let's see. Shit, fuck, bastard, bitch, cunt, slag, whore, slut, minge, wanker, bloody bastard, faggot, uh, piss, like piss off, you wanking, shag nasty shitheel. People who would get offended by cussing are the funnest to fuck with, dude. Like, people say I have a thin skin. And I'm over here like, fuck the hypocrites saying that crap, because as soon as you get a taste of Cobra's medicine and what he has to go through, you scream about how unfair it is. But when Cobra goes through it, it's like, fuck him and his shitty videos. A cigarette win. Yeah, I'm fixing to have one. I got a pack of NXTs, and I don't even remember how long I've had this pack. I'm trying to cut down on my cigarettes. I'm still going to smoke them, but smoke inside. Oh, you're hilarious. If I was allowed to, or if it was my dream house, then yes, absolutely. Just so you can tattletale my landlord and be like, "Oh, I saw Cobra smoking inside." Like, fuck off. You've got nothing better to do than tattletale on Cobra to his landlord because you're so obsessed with hating Cobra that you want to see me get kicked out of my apartment or whatever a second time. And when it doesn't work because my landlord's a fan of my videos, what the fuck are you gonna do then? Never mind the fact that if it happened to you, you'd be throwing the biggest feel sorry for me pity party fucking fit. But fuck Cobra, right? That's what kills me about my fucking YouTube trolls is that if they received any of the crap that I go through, they'd fucking hate it. And they do, too. As soon as my fucking fans harass my trolls twice as hard as they harass me, they scurry like little fucking filthy cockroaches. And they go on their Discord and their subreddit and they whine about how unfair it is and how Cobra's fans are such bullies. But they're the ones that go out of their way to bully me and my fans. And then they throw a fucking fit when we fire back. That's BC Rich, my friends. Would I recreate the egg roll bacon cheeseburger that I made? Yes, absolutely. Just have to cook the egg rolls for a little bit less time and then use a little bit less grease to toast up the bread. But outside of that, that burger was phenomenal. I'm not bummed, I'm just chilling out. I'm not gone. I'm just sitting here reading chat.
The newest webinar from Redonkulous.com Productions is here.
Hey, how you doing? You like this couch? Well, I don't like this couch.
Introducing the Working Man's Survival Guide in the Woke Era. 97 hilarious minutes of informative employment strategy. Pop will not only show you how to get a job, but how to keep it while avoiding the pitfalls of human resources.
Because they're probably listening to everything you say and recording it. This is a joke.
So grab your brown bag lunch and stay away from that water cooler. Instead, download your copy of the Working Man's Survival Guide right now for the cost of one Benjamin. Franklin, not Shapiro. Supporters on Gibson Bro, Locals, and Subscribestar will save one Jackson. Andrew, not Michael.
So if you don't want to walk around looking like Harry Potter's waxed butthole, there are other options out there.
Available now through August 4th. Click on the link tree in the Beatgazer box and follow the links. Beatgazer. You'll receive your download link at checkout. So if you're using your phone, be sure to copy the link or screen grab the page. Thank you for your support and rigor, please.
If you can go horizontal in your office, it's kind of an invitation for women to come in and get horizontal in your office. And that's how you catch a charge, get fired, or get sued into the Stone Age. If you haven't noticed, men are waking up out there. Okay? We are now in the third generation of men getting ass raped in court. And it's gotten to a point where they hate men, especially a white male, for anything. And we men, we are reacting logically. We're done. We're staying away from it. It's not worth the hassle. The women out there are starting to feel it. All of that, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a boss, blah, blah, blah. Men don't care. And most women, when they talk like that around other men, the men look at that woman like, she's just temporary. I don't need that much aggravation in my life. I'm not living my life walking on eggshells. Well, let's see this clip. This is going to be great.
I have a kid. I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like I might be this, I'm a boss bitch, but deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child. But
okay, so now she's breaking down and crying because she just wants to spend all kinds of time with her kid. Listen, when I became a father, like it changed my world 180 degrees. Like literally, my children became my primary focus in everything. So I understand what she's saying here. But she's a single mother now because she bought into feminism, and now she's singing the blues on the Fresh and Fit show.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protect you. Stop acting like, stop leaving out the man part. Yeah. Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding you down, protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like he's right, and that shit's hard. Like, but unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, But I would do anything to have a man. Like
that's what we saying. That's yo, thank you. God bless you. God bless you for telling the fucking truth.
All right. Well, all I can say is, Myron is cranking out masterpieces at Fresh and Fit.
We live in a society where women can accuse you of rape. And if you're not guilty, people do not care. The vagina has spoken, therefore. And women need to realize that they are the ones with privilege in today's modern society. Because if a man were to complain about a woman raping him, people would look at him and go, "Huh?" If a man were to accuse a trans woman of raping him, people would say you're just being transphobic and suck it up, you pussy, you got laid. And if, oh, he still had his dick, well, in that case, then we'll take it more seriously. But then, even then, most people don't want to fucking touch that with a 10-foot pole because it's like you live in a society where, you know what I'm saying, certain people of certain groups happen to be the perpetrator. People are so worried about reporting the incidents because they might come off as like racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. It's a shitty circumstance when the people involved just happen to be members of a certain group. And now, because as a white person, you can't say, well, this person did it because you're afraid that society will think of you as a certain way. And it's like, you know what? It's fucking shit when like, okay, you know what? That white person just happens to be racist, or that black person just happens to be a certain way, you know. It's shit. It's a negative racial stereotype and it exists in all races, dude. You think not? Try me, dude. That's what pisses me off about the human race is that racism exists in every race, but it's only called out when white folks do it. And that's a strategy that continues to further segregate us as people rather than acknowledging that racism as a whole and sexism as a whole is a people problem. It's not specifically like it's not specifically all white people's fault or all men's fault, contrary to what society may think. Because you got to realize I was born in 1991. I'm not responsible for the assholes who treated women, minorities, blacks, and trans and gays like shit in the 50s. That's not my fault. If I had any say in that, I'd be like, knock it off. Long as they ain't a sicko, who gives a shit? Long as you ain't an animal abusing piece of shit, who gives a fuck? But of course, I have no control over the past. All I can do is control how I react to my present. You see what I'm saying? Because when you go off the handle to immediately defend yourself, because if you go off and say that all blacks are just gangbangers, you're a racist piece of shit, rightfully so. But go off and say all white people are just racist assholes, and nobody says shit. And I'm like, well, if you don't like it, check your white privilege. Okay, white people have been shit to blacks for so long, and it's like if you don't like it, you know, talk to talk to all the historical figures that have had to fight for civil rights and suck a big dick over it, dude, because I'm sick of hearing about these fucking white assholes whining about their first world problems. Snow White was being played by a Latina, and like, here's Brett Cooper going, "Oh, jeez." I'm like, sure, if a black person wears like Kiss makeup, no one's gonna say you're white facing, but outside of that, I mean, but you see, yeah, that's because it's different. Before you call me an asshole, I know what I said, and it's because that's different. Kiss isn't racist. If anything, Gene Simmons has had to face segregation because of his Jewish heritage. I'm like, I mean, if we want racial equality, if you see a black person wearing corpse paint, is that whiteface? Nobody wants to have that conversation. And I'm like, personally speaking, I could give a shit. You know, if I see a black person wearing corpse paint, I'm like, rock on, man. What's your favorite band? You listen to Cradle of Filth, Dimmu Borg, Kiss? Insert every metal band that wears corpse paint. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you guys, could you imagine if my white autistic ass got offended if a black person wore corpse paint? And then I'm like, because of my Norwegian Viking ancestors, I want to scream cultural appropriation because my ancestors evolved into like black metal today. People would be like, shut the fuck up, Cobra, you fucking racist piece of shit. Fucking check your white privilege, you fucking asshole. Or if a neo-Nazi white supremacist saw a black person with a buzzed haircut and said, hey, N-word, N-word, that's cultural appropriation, boy. You can't steal our hair. Doesn't work like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm all for fighting racial segregation here, but there's a point where it's like, now you're just grasping at straws. And it gets to the point anymore where it's like everything is sexist, everything's homophobic, transphobic, and racist. And you can't talk to anyone without offending somebody. Where it's like, hey man, I'm cool with black people, but I wish some of them would quit seeing all of us as racist. Like, I'm not allowed to assume stereotypes about those people, so quit assuming my racial stereotypes. Oh, how dare you? How dare you, Cobra? Check your white fragility. Excuse me? So I'm not allowed to feel racial guilt because of the way my ancestors treated you. And the fucking second I go to say something about it, I get told to shut the fuck up. It's not your fight, Whitey. And if I don't say anything about it, I'm a racist piece of white shit, right? Oh, dude. And the thing you have to realize is that not all whites and blacks are like this. You feel me, YouTube? There's a lot of whites and black people who just want to coexist and get along. They don't want fucking racial tension. But when you allow black people to be racist towards whites, they've earned that right because of the way whites have treated blacks. But at the same time, systematically, it just makes things worse. And if we have that kind of crap for the next 600 to 800 years, now all of a sudden whites are oppressed. And nobody wants to have that conversation. Now you got white people and straight people and whites. After 600 to 800 years of oppression, straights and whites are now marching in the streets going, it all started in 2020. And history just repeats itself. It doesn't do anything to end segregation, it just creates more hatred. Like, as long as you're not a sicko or an inhuman, racist, sexist, animal abusing, raping piece of inhuman shit fuck, who gives a shit, dude? Outside of that. Outside of that, why the fuck do we continue to segregate people based off of sexual orientation, gender, and racial and social economical class? And it shouldn't matter if you're rich or poor. We're all people just living our life, you know. Sure, a bit more comfortable than others, but I digress. So some asshole's getting his leg humped by a dog, and if he goes to like shake his leg, like, no. They're more well adjusted than the asshole who's just like, oh, he's just doing his thing. It's like, what? Cracker? No. You're the kind of asshole that lets the dog hump your leg. You're nasty. Well, that's that. I'm not really drunk by any means. And that's what kind of ticked me off about the documentary is they made my tolerance look super low. You know, sometimes when you sneeze and it like takes you a second to recuperate from that sneeze. That's how it was in the documentary. I was like, "Achoo!" And then I fucking sneezed. And you know, it took me a minute to recuperate from that fucking sneeze. And my hat damn near fell off if it didn't fall off. And it got painted as, oh, Cobra was too drunk. Uh, it's like you're gonna call me a fucking alcoholic in the documentary, but then contribute to to it. You know, that's what kills me about it. Not trying to talk shit on your favorite son, but it's like you want to call me an alcoholic and a piece of shit and this and that, or whatever he said, and then you want to contribute to it by taking me out to a bar. That's what I don't get. You offer me a drink, I'm going to drink it. That seems kind of a bit unfair, but then again, life ain't fair. But time for a cigarette break. Why would I lie about people filming me for the documentary? What do I have to gain from that? People just can't admit that I'm fascinating and that people find me entertaining. They're gonna attach labels to it, like stupid labels, like "Oh, you're so low cal." Ha ha ha. It's like fuck that low cal bullshit. Cracker. You miss young Josh, motherfucker. I'm still young. I'm only 32 years old. Well, it's not even about that. In fact, that comment was so stupid. It's gonna get you banned from my channel. If you think 32 isn't young, then you're full of shit. Well, if you genuinely enjoy my content, then I appreciate your support. Ta. You look 50? Or you look 60 years old? Yeah, well, I still look better than you. People are fucking disgusting assholes. You look not a day over 21. Well, I appreciate that. You have a good heart, just a poop mind. I disagree. My mind is a lot sharper than people give me credit for. Future tattoos? Yeah, I plan on it. Get some dank pizza. Hmm. There are no pizza restaurants open at the moment. Fart again. Oh, I'm sure I will if you'll hear about it. Shout out to your girlfriend Ren. Just chilling out like a rock star villain. Mm. Jake, he says his girlfriend thinks I'm hot. That's what's up. Thank you for your $6.66. PayPal. Thank you, Zach, for your $1 to Cash App and all that. Hmm. My lathe is not broken. No, I figured out the issue and I got it fixed. Cook some food for you peoples. A little late to be doing that. I'm not particularly hungry at the moment. Mike Pie 69. That's what's up. $3 long. Jesus Christ. Puff is doing good. I love my Puff. My lizard Puff is going through shedding at the moment. So I gotta soak him at least twice a week to help with his shed. Puff is doing excellent. Thank you for asking. Puff is doing good. His shed it's getting there. No, bearded dragons cannot swim. That's why when I soak Puff in the bathtub, I don't make the water too full. I can swim, yes. Puff has really pretty handsome lizard scales underneath his shed. I think you're a cool guy there, man. How's your mental health? As good as it could be.